Hi, thank you for joining me for day 14 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life season or series 13. And today I'm scrapping two pictures of my children. It was their first day back at school. They just got home and they were just catching up with one another. Even though they're at the same school, they're in different classes sometimes. So I think they were just catching up on the gossip here. So I managed to snap a couple of photos. And I've already pulled a pile of things out. You can see on the right hand side of my cutting mat there. This is a pocket from Simply the Best from Pink Fresh Studio, and I just cut it open. I thought those greens went perfectly with the green of the plants in the photo, so I wanted to use this as a mat. The pink piece that's behind it is from the papyri paper from Vicky Boutin's print shop, a collection I'm still trying to use up, and I'll be pulling in various things. These two film strip pieces are from 49 and Market from their film strip essentials. It's Sunbeam is the yellow and the green. I forget, I can't remember what colour it is now, but it's the green pack. And I really love these, and I know I've been hoarding them, so I'm trying to get some use out of them. Here's another piece from the papyri paper. It just said postcard on it, but I like the navy blue around the edges, so I'm adding that as another mat, and I'm just layering things up. You can see in the sketch, which I've popped in the top left hand corner there, that I flipped it so that my photos are on the right hand side rather than the left hand side, and I'm just building up some lovely mats behind the photo because that's what Alma's got in her sketch. So a couple of tags here. That black and white one is a chipboard piece from Print Shop, and the other piece is from Pink Fresh Studio, Simply the Best again. And you can see I've just trimmed in half a washi sticker there, and I'm actually going to leave it on the backing because I like the brightness of the colours, if you like. If I put it on as a washi sticker, it becomes much more muted, so I wanted to keep it as it was. There's a little ruler piece there, which is from Simple Stories Vintage Essentials. This is like playing a game, a memory game, trying to remember where all the different bits are from. Doing okay so far. And that circle in the bottom left hand corner, which does get moved, is it was a pair of glasses, again a washi sticker from Print Shop. I just trimmed that round to become just a normal circle with a black outline, and that's what I love about those washi stickers. You can trim them round because they're on a almost translucent background. You can trim the shapes to how you want them. That little yellow piece is just a tiny scrap that I had left over from a previous layout, and then I've pulled out one of our Hey Little Magpie Flair badges that says today. I think that was from the Winter Woods collection from Simple Stories last year. So just starting to glue everything down as a mat. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to add mixed media or not behind this, so I'm keeping my options open at this stage and just gluing everything down. That chipboard tag, I did pull a lot of the layers off. They're very, very thick chipboard, and it's not something that I enjoy too much, so I just reduced the layers there so it wasn't quite so thick. And just wasn't happy with the height that I put it, so just adjusting that, and then I'll get that postcard piece stuck down behind it. So these layers are starting to build up really nicely. I do love creating layers behind my photos, and I've got so many bits and pieces that I want to use that this is a fun way of doing it. And the different textures as well, like the washi tape stickers and the papyri pieces, which are lovely and thin, and then you've got this acetate from the film strip pieces, so everything's different. So I'm just adding glue to the inside lines on those film strip dies just so that the glue doesn't show through. It holds them in place enough, and that's fine by me. So still fiddling and faffing with all the different bits and pieces that I've pulled out and just making sure that they're right before I stick them down. There's another washi, it was the other half of that washi sticker that I'd used on the left hand side. So still deciding if I want these bits on the left there, bottom left. I find a little piece that says just right, so I'm adding that. And like I say, these do all get moved. So this has become a family tradition now when the kids get back from school, or last year when they got back from school. They've changed, they're at different colleges now. We all used to go into the kitchen and have drinks and a snack and just chat about our days. It was really nice because Ross is a teacher as well. He gets back home around the same time as them because they walk home. So it was just really nice to have that family time just for 20 minutes to catch up on what's been happening. And then they would go off to their bedrooms, or James would go to the gym or what have you, and then we'll reconvene at tea time. So there, you know, our family routine now. That's how it was before they went to college. We'll still get time together in the kitchen, but it tends to be much later now when they're all back. James's college is quite a long way away, so he has to get a bus. So he's often not back till gone 5:30. And then he's off to his gym, so he doesn't often have a lot of time, but he still makes time for us all. It's great. So just, this is another papyri piece that I was just deciding to add. So I'm cutting that in half so I can use half here. And I think I saved the other half for another layout. I don't think it went onto this one in the end. And that's a little tab that I punched previously with my tab punch from the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Essentials collection. And I just add that to the top there. A little puffy star, that goes to the bottom. And you can see I've moved everything over to the right. And those wood chevrons, they're the mini wood chevrons from JD3D. They won't actually stay there either. So I do keep moving things around. I wanted to create that torn edge that Alma's got at the top of the sketch. So I've just pulled in that washi sticker for now. And now I'm pulling in, again from Simple Vintage Essentials from Simple Stories. These are from the foam title stickers, and I've just put Happy Little Moments. I just thought that would work nicely. So this is the paper that I've used right at the beginning from that pocket, and I'm just tearing another piece to add at the top there. I found a little gold clip with a heart on that I'm adding at the top, and then this is cut from the print shop speciality paper, and it just says love this, so I thought that would work really nicely at the bottom there. So I just need to pull up that star that I'd stuck down. Again, that's from the Simple Vintage Essentials collection. Just adding some glue behind my photo because I realised I've started to stick things on top of it and hadn't actually glued the photo mat down, so that's just going down. I'm definitely challenged when it comes to deciding which side of a circle to put glue on when I'm going to overlap it over the edge and cut it off. Always seem to do it wrong, even when I think about it. So that was me just wiping a bit of glue off so that it didn't go onto my glass mat before sticking it onto the layout. And now it's frustrating me that washi sticker, the circular one, can be seen through the vellum, so I'm just going to peel that vellum up and move that down as well. And this is why I shouldn't glue things down too early, because I always end up peeling them up and moving things around. So I'm just going to trim off that bit overhang there of the vellum. And I love the way that's just peeking off the page at the end. So building up that cluster at the top left a little bit, and then I move back to the main layout, and I'm adding those chevrons underneath the title. I felt it just needed something else. And you can see I've also added a little suede smiley face next to the right hand side bottom of the photo, and then a pink one on the left hand side there next to the star. I just love adding these little touches, they're just cute. So there's the blue one on that side. So now I'm going to come in with my journaling lines, and my journaling is quite simple. It just says, home after your first day in year 11, catching up on the gossip on the sofa in the kitchen, our family after school routine. And it's just nice to have these things documented because, like I say, it's all changed now that they're at college, and you quickly forget, don't you, what you do. So it's just nice to have that in our album. So now I'm going to glue these bits down at the top. So I've got the torn paper, and then this is a washi sticker, so I will peel the backing off this one and get that situated. Managed to get it stuck on the paper and then stuck to itself. I get there eventually. Just checking that everything's straight. Just about there. And then coming in with some other bits that I pulled out. This is Simply the Best again from Simple Stories. And I found a couple of these stickers to use. This red one says the best place to chill. But I didn't like how it was layered up next to each other. It didn't fit on my photo. I couldn't find anywhere to put it. So I've just trimmed it down, and I'm just going to stick it as one continual piece along the bottom there. And then these semicircles are brilliant for adding to corners. So I've just got this navy one that says watching this, because I was watching and taking photos, and then another one in green that says happy hour, and I just add that to that bottom right hand cluster after trying it in a few places, of course. Just wasn't quite happy. I felt that it was too in line with the one at the top, and I definitely prefer a diagonal. So adding it to this right there. And then another sticker from the sheet that just says this means everything. And then I'm just going to add 5 dots here to add those 5 wood chevrons. And in they go. And then just using my T-square ruler to check that they are all straight, which is very easy when you've got wood veneer and it's got such height. So these are the puffy stickers from Bo Bunny, and I've just pulled a navy blue one there to add next to that star, and then going into these Simple Vintage Essentials stickers again. And I just wanted to pull off some word phrases. So first of all, I want to add to that top, the tab at the top, and it says brilliant. And then I'm trying to find the smaller ones again in the cream white. And just pulling the ones, as soon as I see something suitable, I'm just pulling that and adding it. This one says grateful. And then this one that's going up the top is remember this moment. So now I'm going to add my wax twine to the 2 tags at the top, and I just had a little heart charm that I'm adding to the wax twine before pulling it through. And again, it's just adding a little bit more interest. Now, I wanted this to tangle down, if you like, down the left-hand side of the photo. But of course, I've got that foam title there, so I just had to pull up the tail of the Y, just enough to poke those through. So I've just threaded them through the Y, and then they just tail off at the bottom there. I'm very happy with that. I like the movement and the flow that wax twine gives. So just adding a dot of glue to hold that in place, and then bringing in one of our resin dots. A couple more of these puffies from Bo Bunny. You can see my sheet starting to empty slowly but surely. So adding the orange ones in to match that orange resin dot, and just bring a bit more of that orange around the page. And then I realise I haven't added my date, so I'm going to add that in 2 places today, up at the top here and then down underneath my journaling. And finally, I'm coming in with my black soot and adding some splatters. You could also use black acrylic paint watered down slightly to do this, but while I've got this black soot, I'll get it used up. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you've enjoyed this process video. I'm so happy with this layout. Please do check the description box down below to see the playlist of everybody else joining in. And do join the Facebook group, which is 30 Days of Sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life over on Facebook. Hope to see you there. Thanks so much. Bye.